Hello and one and all, and welcome back to my horror series reviews this year. Hope you enjoyed my Nightmare on Elm Street review. I certainly did. I consider that to be one of the great horror films out there, and I'm gonna look at maybe a classic, but not really one of my favorites. But I do think this is a fun, horror film to watch. It's sort of the first horror film that introduced dolls. And yep, that being the 1988 film Child's Play, which is directed by not the Spider-Man guy, but Tom Holland. And this, stars Alex Vincent as Andy, not Andy from Toy Story, Andy Barsley. And if you've not seen Chucky, watch it. It is a great film to watch for horror films. I am going to go into some spoilers here, so you have been warned. So, Child's Play basically opens up with some sort of action scene. You get these guys in the shop. You see all these Chucky dolls out and about in the store. There's lightning going on. They take one of the dolls, and lightning comes on it so that the Chucky can go to life. And you don't really see the bad Chucky until later on in the film. And so it's Andy's birthday. Karen, and Andy's mother, is giving the Chucky doll to him for his birthday. He's wanted a friend, and Chucky is that doll for him to be friends with. Throughout the film, there are some pretty scary moments. There's a moment where Andy's auntie is looking after him. There's a scene where you sort of some scenes of the movie where you sort of see first person shooter, and then it's kind of like that, but it's not first person shooter, but it's just then you see Chucky go pass by, and you see who's the auntie in the film? Let me just look that. Maggie, yes. And then you also get a scene where a hammer is thrown at and she falls out of the window and just dies. I mean, that is actually an iconic death scene as far as horror movies go in the 80s. It is a very intense scene. And the characters, for the most part, are really good. The acting is very good. Brad. I'm not going to butcher his last name because I probably get it wrong, but he does an excellent job as the bad Chucky. Definitely played the doll very, very well in the film. And I can definitely give hats off, applause to that. And the climax in the film is basically they're in this building. Chucky is trying to come after Andy. They set him on fire. Then whenever they're shooting at Chucky, parts of him come off, and I love the moment where he dies with at the heart when he's shot in the heart, and he just some blood explodes out of him. It's so great. And I also love the moment where Andy is sort of sleeping, and Chucky is there, and there's lightning going on, sort of doing this on Andy. Then there's all the lightning coming on, which affected him for Chucky to come to life anyway. So, I mean, Chucky Chucky is a very creepy looking doll. You know, it certainly inspired the Conjuring universe to exist anyway. You know, the Conjuring, the Nun, Annabelle. As far as problems go with this film is pretty dated in certain elements of the film, and there are some elements that I thought could have been explained a bit better. But I have a really fun time with Child's Play, and this is probably the best film in the series, if you ask me. You know, and so overall, guys, this is just a wee quick review of Child's Play. You know, just going over some scenes that I really love. You know, I love the death scene with Maggie. I love the lightning scene. You know, and I love the climax of the film, where Chucky gets burned on fire and everything. You know, and the acting for the most part is really good. Despite those two little problems I have with the film, I still enjoy the film. While it may not be, while I think this is one of my favorite horror films to watch from time to time, but it's not like one of my all-time favorite ones. You know, this isn't a classic, let's say, Nightmare on Elm Street, Halloween, or The Shining. But this is still a great film to watch. You know, I would definitely recommend watching this. You know. And overall, guys, on my letter grade for scale for Child's Play, I'm going to give Child's Play an A-. There you go, guys. That was my review on Child's Play. Comment down below, let me know what you thought of this movie. Let me know below in the comments. Let's have a great discussion in the comments below. And I hope you guys are enjoying my horror film series of reviews, because I certainly am. Stay tuned next week when I do my next classic horror movie review. And as always, guys, comment, like, subscribe, notify the bell before you leave, share this video. All the social media links are in the description below. And if you're new to my channel, I'm a UK movie reviewer on YouTube. I like to do movie reviews, and I also like to do classics from time to time, especially when a new film comes out. And right now I am still doing the horror reviews in this quarantine pandemic, and I hope you guys are enjoying them so far. And as far as I'm making this, I hope you are looking forward to my next reviews that I'm going to review. But until my next video, guys, I shall see you then, and peace.